Hello, it is Melmo. Welcome to another training time video, I guess. This one is going to be a little different than the first one. I am going to be sharing probably the most embarrassing story that I have on this video game that I could be sharing with you. So Scarlet is almost maxed, so I thought that we could sit and chat while I finish up training her. We're just gonna get right into it. So I don't know what year this was. Let me figure it out. Let me stop and figure out the story and the context. Let me provide all the details. So I started playing Star Stable around 2016, May 2016. It's coming up on May. It's gonna be 7 years that I've been playing this game. 2017, so about February 2017, so about a year after I started playing Star Stable, I joined this club called Shady Bullets. And the owner was probably one of the first guys that I met on Star Stable. I was probably 13 at the time, and he was probably like 17, 18, I think. So, you know, he was not interested in me at all. But I was like, ooh, a cool boy on this video game that I play all the time. And wow, look at him. And I just had a crush instantly. And I did admit it to him at some point after like probably 6 months or a year after knowing him. And he was just like, yeah, no, I don't know. It's not happening at all. But boy, did I not give up trying. I would just simp. I was the biggest simp for this guy. I would join his club every time he came back to this video game. He was in one of these. He's one of these people who play Star Stable that just take super long breaks in between binging this video game, and every time he would come back he'd make a new club, and I would instantly leave whatever club I was in to join his club and be like, oh yeah, why did it change the time of day? That was weird. And looking back on it now, like it's pretty embarrassing to think about. Like, what? Star Stable, stop it. Anyways, I think this video game is trying to tell me to go to bed and shut up, because this is such an embarrassing story. I'm cringing. Are you cringing? Because I'm cringing. There was another person in the club who I think also liked him. I think everyone in the club liked him. You know, it was just one of those things where it was just like a one guy leading the club, and then like everyone else was just like up there. Maybe I'm maybe I'm trying to make myself feel better by saying that, but you know, we'll never know, because none of these people even play this video game anymore, and we'll never talk to them again. He actually came back the most recent time that he came back to this video game, tried to convince me to join his club again. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. But boy, did I did consider it for a second. I'll be 100%. I did consider it for a second. But he was like really edgy and cool, and I was like, wow, that's hot. Wow, that's hot. I did not I did not like any of the guys in my school or anything. So he's like the closest guy, like he was my closest guy friend, and like I would just message him all the time, like, wow, you're so cool. It was very obvious to anyone. It was very obvious to everyone that I was a big simp. I don't think I've ran into too many other guys on this game, especially not ones that are straight. Most of the guys that I run into tend to be pretty gay, and I love that. I live for that. But it's very funny. It's definitely the only guy that I have ran into that is like edgy and very masked, but also plays a horse game for girls. Not that guys can't play Star Stable. I love that. I live for that. We love inclusivity. We love including people. We love being inclusive. There we go. I finally got there. Have you ever had an experience like this? Please let me know. I did have one other. I did meet one other person on Star Stable that I ended up having. I guess not the only person that I met kind of through Star Stable that I had romantic happenings. I don't even know what to call it. One of them I don't really want to talk about because it's trauma with a capital T. But the other one, this girl I met actually through the club that I'm in currently when it was first made, or around that time, and I was in another club at the time. We were like doing an event together, and we started talking, and we really hit it off. Me and this girl, we really hit it off, and we ended up dating for a little bit, and it didn't go well. Spoilers, it did not go well. But now 5 years later, we can laugh about it. Ooh. These new controls are kind of wacky. I will very much admit that I'm still not used to it at all. Please share some cringe in the comments so I feel better about sharing my cringe. Like, I feel like this is a little much. Someone please help. I actually hate that this is happening. Do you see this little floor nonsense? It's been happening at the Baroness's garden thing. What is this? It's so nasty. I don't like it. It's so gross. That's so gross. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a like and consider subscribing. Also, please let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this little story time training with me thing. I don't know. But if you did, I could do more. I could try to think of more fun stories to talk about. I didn't ask people to like share their stories or anything for this because it was very spontaneous. I literally just thought about it. I'm like, yep, recording. Thank you. Maybe give it a like. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.